Hi, welcome back to Real Talk with Sarasota's luxury waterfront specialist, Roger Pettingell. Good morning, Roger.
Mary Kay, in one of the cooler settings we've been in a while.
This is super private, lots of vegetation.
And you know where we are?
We're in Oyster Bay.
We are. We're in Oyster Bay. And, you know, kind of look at, we're in the middle of May, almost my birthday tomorrow.
Yep.
And, you know, some people are like, well, are things winding down? Like, is this really the time to list my house? And, you know, as we have talked to the people here on Quail Drive, absolutely.
The answer is yes.
You know, so especially in a neighborhood setting like this, right? So you could very much imagine that there would be movement as it relates to schools or things like that, but certainly for people who are primary residents, not people who are seasonal and in and out. But at the same time, like if you look to, say, a beachfront condominium, would this be a good time for that? You know, I would honestly say short of September, any time is a good time in our area to be listing something.
And we've said often in the past that the momentum that we experience in season seems to be stretching through to the springtime and early summer season.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, the showings as a rule have been much more limited than if you looked at our business 10 years ago, we were showing all the time, you know, and why was that? Because people didn't have access to the internet.
Right.
They couldn't see things online and get an idea of what they were coming to see, so they would have to get in the doors. So nowadays they're self-qualifying online.
Right.
So we're seeing fewer seasonal showings. We're seeing even fewer showings now, say like in a May, because we don't have all those renters or people who are just kind of looking for something to do on a cloudy day.
Right.
You know, we try to qualify them, but you know, you really just don't know. Now the people who are coming in, if you're getting showings now, you're getting good showings. You're getting typically qualified because they already qualified themselves online.
Right.
And they're here, and as it gets more and more into the summer, it's going to be warm, right? So they're here with a purpose. They're
Right.
here to buy usually for the next season. So from a like second home beach condo point of view, sure, it's a great time. You're going to just have an expectation that you're going to have fewer showings. You might have some people who are coming back that were here during season.
Absolutely.
And now they're coming back and they're going to make their plan for next year. Watch out, because some of those people think that that's a time for a sharper pencil, right? In their mind, they're going to say, well, there are fewer people here. You know, maybe the seller's more motivated. Mm-hmm. So, you know, those are all strategic things that we talk about. But to the point of, is it a good time to list a great house in a neighborhood like this? Absolutely.
Please be sure to visit us at bestsarasotarealestate.net. Thanks so much for joining us on Real Talk.